Hi, I'm Micah, and this is the A.L.F.R.E.D.O, which stands for Accelerated Lazy Flight, Really Easy Displacement Operations. The A.L.F.R.E.D.O is a single-dimension, 360-degree lazy acceleration pig cannon, or in layman's terms, what I like to call a reverse pearl stasis chamber. You may have seen a pearl stasis chamber in the past. Usually, an ender pearl is suspended in a bubble column, with the stasis broken by the pearl running into something, which is usually a trapdoor. Pearl stasis chambers are useful, but they have a fundamental flaw, that being that they aren't teleportation, they're fast travel. You can only teleport to places you've already been to before, because you have to have been there to build the pearl stasis chamber. This is the problem that the A.L.F.R.E.D.O aims to solve. Rather than teleporting from anywhere to a specific location, the A.L.F.R.E.D.O teleports you from a specific location to anywhere you want, even theoretically as far as the world border. In other words, it's /TP but for survival mode, and without cheats enabled. To use the A.L.F.R.E.D.O, you first need to breed pigs. Being a pig cannon, pigs are the vehicle on which you will be teleporting. When they grow up, they will enter the pig storage, which can store up to 133 pigs in it at a time. Once there are pigs in storage, you need to select where you want to go. This is done using a calculator to convert from block coordinates in a Minecraft world to acceleration vectors with which to accelerate our pig. To do this, you input the block position of this middle trapdoor in the start position area of the calculator. This is found by pressing F3 under targeted block while looking at the trapdoor. In the world download, this is 7.3, and therefore I will be using 7.3. On the left, you'll find target location, which is where you enter the coordinates you would like to teleport to. For this demonstration, I'll teleport to 69,420. In the middle, you'll find the estimated target, which is where the cannon estimates you will actually teleport to. The A.L.F.R.E.D.O isn't perfectly accurate, it's only able to teleport you within about 6 blocks of where your target location is. In our case, we'll end up at 70.01 and 417.99. But for a machine which can teleport you to arbitrary locations, that's not bad at all. Once you've input this information, the calculator will tell you exactly what settings to input into the cannon. As long as the lamps in the calculator match the lamps on the actual cannon, and the values under the lecterns in the calculator match the values of the lecterns in-game, you should end up at the right place. In my case, I need a count of 9 with a trim of 0 in the yellow vector, and a count of 6 with a trim of 2 in the purple vector. After selecting where you want to go, you can select how many players you want to teleport, and therefore how many pigs will be accelerated at a time. From here on out, you need to make sure that you, or your server, is on the right render distance for the cannon to work. The cannon in the world download is built for a render distance of 3, so I'll set my render distance to 3. Now that you're ready to go, you can hit Charge Cannon. While the cannon is charging, the throbber in the center will be throbbing. This charge time can take a while, depending on how far the location you want to teleport to is from the cannon. Closer locations will take less time to charge than far away locations. When the cannon is done, the throbber will stop, and the center trapdoors will be pushed up. This means that the pig, your vehicle for teleportation, has arrived. In multiplayer, you can log out and log back in to see the pig, but in single player, you need to unload the chunk with the pig in it and load it again. Once you've done this, mount the pig, grab a totem to survive the fall, and all that's left to do is to press the launch button in the middle. Now, you'll see we've reached the estimated target location the calculator told us we'd end up at, which is within the cannon's accuracy of, at worst, about 6 blocks of our target coordinates, 69,420. The A.L.F.R.E.D.O was designed by myself and Sacred Redstone, who is a massive help and is the reason why the redstone is as small as it is. Special thanks to BRH0208, who helps me with the math I needed for the calculator. The chunk loaders we used are designed by NBD, and the A.L.F.R.E.D.O builds on concepts by Rhythm, or Comedy, Garlic Bread, and Cubic Meter, who all have made 360-degree lazy acceleration pig cannons before me that I studied when designing the A.L.F.R.E.D.O. The advantage that the A.L.F.R.E.D.O has over these cannons is its cost and ease of building. With these previous designs, you have to encode predetermined locations into a ROM that the cannon uses to go to those preset locations. That approach has a better user interface, but at a significant material cost, and requires you to change the wiring of the cannon every time you want to go somewhere new. That barrier to entry means that cannons like this have not gained the widespread appeal and usage that other cannon tech like Cubic Meter's Orbital Strike Cannon have gained, and I'm trying to remedy that. The A.L.F.R.E.D.O is designed for a more casual audience, and to be more flexible than cannons before it. This comes at the cost of requiring the player to manually input cannon settings, but this cost is outweighed by the size and scale of the build, being much smaller and therefore easier to build than the cannons before it. So that's the Alfredo. I've glossed over a lot of details when showcasing this, but hopefully this gives you a basic idea of what the Alfredo is and how to use it.